Collingwood. St Kilda against Gold Coast, big winners. Adelaide, big winners over Collingwood. Collingwood fought hard in that game. And these two sides haven't met on a Friday night at the MCG since round 15 of 2000. But now they're set to roll. Friday night football underway, and a very good bounce to start proceedings. Grundy on the way down. Longer overran it. Socket forward by Swan. Weller. Savage. Kicks it down towards half-forward. Tumbling kick. It runs on. McCartney's first touch. That was okay. Well done. Got it across to Billings. He scrambles it inside the forward 50. Tuvey is there and kicks it out of bounds on the full. Clear the fence.
Well, that was a great first touch, wasn't it? But it shows the difference between the level he's been playing at and now AFL level. Didn't have much time to get rid of it, but fantastic to get his hands on it early.
Newnes close to the boundary line. Goldsack ghosting across in front of the pack. Knocks it across the boundary line. Watch this again.
Yeah, so it's pressure straight away from Frost, but very clever to be able to hit that ball out to the advantage of his teammate.
You'll be watching him closely tonight, Duck, eh? I think we all are. So Grundy, we just saw in the lift with Wits a moment ago, Lingy and I. Stephen, high ball to full forward. Great courage there from Langdon, squeezing through. Is it Robertson, is it? It's a goal.
Yes.
So squeezing that from nowhere. Langdon's courage, and then St Kilda with the opening goal here.
Wasn't it terrific courage running back with the fight? Unfortunately, probably should have stayed down because they had someone there that spoiled the ball, and that's what happens sometimes. Lingy, you've got to make the choice. Yes, it's courage, but was it silly courage?
Yeah, that's the old question, isn't it? If you go in the air, you have to make sure you clear that ball from the area. Instead, it fell straight to his opponent, and Robertson just a quick snap, but an opportunistic goal, and great start for the Saints.
Umpires tonight: Fisher, Noel Saint, Nichols, and Mollison. Longer taps this one down. He was in brilliant form early last week. Well played by Crisp. Good balance. Kicks it inside the forward 50. Cloak could have been held. Elliott, quick hands. Varco pulls it back across his body. Should have done better. This is to the right-hand side. Still easy to say. Early going as the dust is settling, and more particularly the smoke here at the MCG. Shenton to bring it in. Just jabs it to Fisher. Great to see him back in the bath. Played well last week. Off his step, running to it is Stephen.
You mentioned Fisher playing well, Dan. He's so important for this St Kilda lineup because they are so young. He's that steadying, older, experienced influence across the back line. He can really help them.
So Armitage from Newnes. Looks like he hasn't been there for a member. He did well here. And now with an opportunity, gives Sard running. Normally a good kick. He's got it. The Saints have made the perfect start. They've been good first half teams this year, and they're away. 17 goals they've scored in first halves this year. Crows the only team to have scored more, and this is a terrific start. That was transitional football. Fisher's lucky he hasn't been around for a couple of years, whether injury and a few other bits and pieces have kept him down, but he does feel like he might be coming back at twice the best and fairest, all Australian, elite, wasn't he? Absolutely. Anyway, good start.
Well, there's a fantastic start by St Kilda. Great finish by Sard because he copped a little push in the back there. It could be easily the ball go astray, but he just nailed it beautifully on the run. St Kilda up and about early.
Grundy straight to Stephen though. Head down, will get a free kick.
St Kilda.
So Stephen.
Thanks, Dane.
Out towards right centre wing, a runner alongside, gives it to Savage. They like the ball in his hands. He drives it long inside the forward 50. Coming up down there, McCartan couldn't take the mark. Tuvey, Pendlebury swings it out wide, stretching and doing well is Varco.
1 metre, thank you.
Left half back, Varco. Crisp wants it. They go short. Oxley in trouble. Newnes swings it across to Geary. Geary creates his own space, drives it long down towards full forward. I think he's kicked a goal. About that, Geary on the run. Blazing start for the Saints then. Their football, as we said, very good last week, regardless of how the opposition played. They said to Wayne earlier, they played with great passion, did St Kilda. And if you bring that to the table, well, you can go a fair way. And so far tonight, they've kicked away to lead by 17 points.
Yeah, when you're such a young group, so important to get off to a good start. That was a terrific shot from outside 50 from Geary. I mean, this side is up and about early, and as I said, you need that, Lingy.
A couple of premiership captains alongside me right now. I mean, when you ring the alarm bells, is it a bit early? I mean, Collingwood conceding here, and as Dennis said, Savage, they love the ball in his hands. He's the #1 for long kicks in the competition so far, and for efficient kicks, which is a pretty hard thing to do sometimes. Brown gets it short to Broomhead, so Collingwood just need to steady here.
Well, this is where they just need to control the ball, get some kick mark. The kick misses the target there, and again, play on again. So St Kilda defending really well. If Collingwood can just control the ball for 30 seconds or so, they can just settle a little bit into the game, because so far they're a bit shell-shocked.
And Tuvey turns it over. That's not what they wanted. Robertson, Nunes called his name a couple of times. Here is Savage yet again. Normally goes the long bomb. Caresses that one.
Embry from behind falls to Dunstan. Talented player. Hooks it down towards full forward. Stephen improvising. Puts it wide.
Well, that intercept there inside St Kilda's forward half, that's what's had them in games this year. They're doing that as well as any team in the comp at the moment. Got an intercept there, but then they're hitting the scoreboard from those intercepts. A good sign for the Saints.
Had some rain in Melbourne today. So far, dry since about 5 o'clock local time. White works in front, slapped away by Fisher. Chance for Crisp. Can't pick it up. White sockers off the ground out towards the wing. Savage leads back in the race. Bounces obligingly for him. Swings it down towards half forward. Loney. Terrific by Tuvey. Got a fist in there. Oxley, the crumb, goes short. Elliott. Out against the boundary. Elliott goes towards half forward. Man slipped. And coming up, Galt takes advantage. Looks around, goes long down towards full forward. Cloak was blocked behind the ball, still comes to it, almost the mark. Barco a chance to make amends, and he does. That's quality. Arrived at pace and snapped the goal. One they needed. Margin is back to 12 points. 19 plays 7 on a brisk Friday night.
Well, Varco Lingy knows him so well. In fact, he knows these two teams so well, Varco. Talk about that in a moment. Might talk to Lingy about just what Varco might bring to Collingwood.
Well, Travis Clyde, great contest here. Got rid of one player trying to block him there and just provided the contest. And Trav Varco starting forward. He's had 2 shots at goal now. He would have been disappointed in himself missing the first one, but made no mistake there.
You would have played with him, Lingy, a fair bit, and the biggest games of them all. Can he do a bit, do you think, at Collingwood?
Oh, he certainly can. If he can recapture the form of the 2009 to 2011 period, he'll have a big impact at the Pies.
So Broomhead, the side bottom about Broomhead, isn't there? Just the way he moves. So that's a good reply by the Pies. Varco a couple of shots on goal. So they get it back a bit. Geary kicked a spectacular goal a moment ago.
Stay out, Jesse.
So much to like about Billings and Dunstan, this new group. Schneider, he's not one of them, but he's a neat player with a terrific career behind him. But that one was dangerous, and Brown, and now Pendlebury to orchestrate something.
And a dangerous kick. Dwyer's away then. Long inside the forward 50. Will it run on? It does, and goes through for a goal. They pay the price. That centering ball was always dynamite.
Actually, a good game, isn't it?
Yes, Collingwood have settled now, haven't they? And this is looking encouraging from their perspective. Down by 6, but suddenly the ball is running their way. They're attacking the footy. I think they would have been shell-shocked after last week. Good win in round 1. And then last week, Adelaide simply got hold of them.
Well, Duck, great finish by Dwyer here. You just wonder, though, when you get to that moment, you have to kick the goal because he had free players everywhere.
Yeah, you have to nail those if you've got a couple of free players running inside 50.
And they would have been calling pretty loud too, I reckon.
Kicking in danger, Collingwood. Collingwood free kick.
when Collingwood run the ball like that, I mean, you saw at the start of this game, and I know it's only early, but when they're stagnant and they chick the ball around, they just don't have that flow in their game. Their last 2 goals have been created from playing on, getting the ball through the midfield quickly.
Chris from Pendlebury. Cloak and White the targets. Geary in the front did well. Schneider had the blue a moment ago. Sinclair, really good hands there, coming from Dunstan. Cut off though. So Goldsack. So now Collingwood really starting to look the part. Blair, Pendlebury, not often he runs into an opponent like that. Well done by Sinclair on the up. Longer. Robertson who kicked the opening goal.
Out wide, Sard. Up towards left centre wing, Sard. Cabs in short. Robertson got the opening goal. Former Docker. Dempster, former Swan. Keep it going. Shenton on the outer side. Runs to the wing. Looks inside the forward 50. Probing kick. Crisp did well. Got across in front of Sinclair. Pumped it wide. McCartan right in the pocket. Oh, inauspicious. They've been touched off the boot. Gets a reprieve. Goes out of bounds on the full, but off a hand. So we'll have a throw in. Bruce, so good last week with 6 goals, number 27. And the first time we saw Galt on Friday Night Football, we liked him as well.
That's all he does. Dennis played Friday night's goal.
It's the age of the specialist, Bruce.
Kicked a couple that night against pretty good opposition.
What if you played for the Bulldogs?
Or the Saints. But I'm just working it out. Gee, you wouldn't play a lot. Oh, that's okay. Thanks, Den.
That's okay, Bruce.
So Ramsey belting the ball out.
Luke Delaney, free kick. Luke Delaney, St Kilda. Beat Hell. Yeah.
So against Cloak, eh?
Yeah, just paid the free kick for holding off the ball, trying to keep Delaney out of the contest. Just got him high and holding onto the jumper there. Obvious free kick.
Duck, is Cloak just one good game away from being right back? He had a modest year last year and he's had a modest start this year.
Yeah, he has. Look, I said off the top, Bruce, I like him deep in 50 because even when he wins the ball up the ground, I don't think he's a great user. So I want him having shots at goal, taking contested marks, working out other ways to get the ball, just not be a mark kick player.
Nunes, Geary, Membry, so St Kilda. Lively. Terrific in opening half so far. Oh, big miss by McCartan. Sard on the up, Sinclair. Can he get the right hook? I think he does. It's a goal. They've got 4 first-quarter goals.
He's a nice player, Sinclair. Played very well last week. Like the looks of him, he's come out of nowhere, really. And he's got all the tools. There's evidence there. That was not an easy snapshot, that one, running away from goal, and virtually it went directly behind him. That's a talent.
Coming out this way, guys.
Got to love this, Duck. You see Paddy McCartan, body of the screen, just really good leading pattern. He'll be flat on himself for dropping the mark, but at least he got to the right spot.
Absolutely great lead, just couldn't quite hold the mark. But there'd be so much nerves running through his body.
Grundy got it down. Weller, very slick. Armitage, strength, pushed in the back. He'll get the free kick. Only a strong man could get the arms free there. Armitage did. He's carrying our microphone as well. Nick Revolt, a very late withdrawal. Armitage, interesting kick down towards half forward. Sinclair went to ground, sliding in 2. Sard, quick hands. Stephen, ditto. Savage's kick charge down. Broomhead kicks it out wide. Delaney peels off. Nicely done. Half volley Robertson in the grasp. A lot of Collingwood players came to him. And now the short one comes from Shenton. Was it Fisher? It was Fisher. Robertson finishes up with it. Swings it back to the middle. And Armitage in space. Kicks it down towards full forward once again.
And then Billings to the pocket. Dunstan's got it. And very short. Well done.
50 metres.
Well, this has been a great start by St Kilda. Really disciplined, quality defensive work, the length of the ground. And even just Dunstan's composure there to square it up to Jack Stephen. Simple shot at goal now after the 50.
So 5 first-quarter goals for the Saints here. So they kicked the first 3. Collingwood the next couple, and now St Kilda have banged 2 back.
Well, they've just been able to throw the ball around and execute their skills a little bit better than the Pies at the moment. And I love they're ferocious in their tackling. Their pressure right now is a little bit better than Collingwood's, and that's why they're on top.
Well, you'd have to be disappointed if you're sitting in the Collingwood coach's box with that exact point, Duck, because they knew they had to come out and play really hard, physical, pressure type of football. And Nathan Buckley would be really flat with this start because St Kilda, they've outworked them, they've out-tackled them in this early part of the first quarter, and you can see the inside 50s there, just dominant by St Kilda at the moment. He'd be not a happy man. I reckon he might let them know at quarter time too, but there's still a lot to go in this first quarter before he gets a chance to talk to them all.
13 plays 31. Longer up very early. Grundy. Now Swan. Savage. He's been a thorn in their side. Out wide Newham. Savage has run on. Clever. Left it behind though. Elliott, half chance. Newham sends it forward. Tracking it back, Pendlebury.
Collingwood.
Pendlebury gets a free kick. Interesting this turn.
No, you're hitting
It's
this on
the
the post.
biggest first quarter under Alan Richardson, so they're smoking at the moment. Swan, gently, barely the 15. Grundy looks towards the outer side. They've got 2-on-1 out there. He goes to the shorter player. And pass from Tooby. Ramsey on the overlap. Kicks inside the forward 50. Big leap from White. Couldn't take the mark. Goes back, crumbs the footy, taken high, gets the free kick. That's a terrific piece of recovery.
Well, I love the fact that he launched himself at the footy. You like to see that. Any forward, you want them to try and meet the ball at its highest point. But as you said, Dennis, to be able to go for the mark and then come to ground and recover. That's what you want from your big forwards.
Well, they're going to have to do it too, Duck, because they're playing 3 tools, Gold, White and Cloak down there, and the run from St Kilda's half-backs has been pretty good. You've got to mark the ball with 3 tools.
So Jesse White, 30 metres out. That is a very bad miss.
It is
Lead
done.
up was good.
You're right, though. You've got to kick those. You're in the forward line to kick those goals. They're simple set shots.
So Robertson to Nunes. Nunes very good. It's an emerging player. And then, of course, does something not so well. The Swan goes to Varco. He's had a couple of shots on goal. Centering ball is a good one. And Crisp has got it. So just a couple of turnovers have cost the Saints in this opening term. You think of the Schneider one with the Dwyer goal. And now this here.
It was just a simple one, wasn't it? Straight to Dane Swan. And Trav Varco's been Collingwood's most lively forward. He's been good so far this first quarter. 2 shots at goal and nice little centering kick there. Straight to Crisp.
This boy missed a few last week too. That'll be playing on his mind.
He's kicked it pretty well this time, hasn't he? So Collingwood get closer again. It's lightly tight though, Den, isn't he? I like Crisp a lot. Good size. This looks like he's going to be a long-term player.
And the other boy from Brisbane I like too, Carnices. He's the sub, but what to like about him, I think he's going to be a good player, but it's taking a while. He's had a few injury problems as well.
Now I'm interested in this from Presto, Duck. Blood Diamond.
Blood Diamond, Leonardo DiCaprio.
Good movie, Duck. Good choice.
Not a great ending, Duck.
No,
great movie.
On the way down, Longer. Grundy takes a swing at it.
Took it out of the ruck, advantage.
Oh, good umpiring. He remembered. I didn't. Armitage kicks inside the forward 50. Skids on down towards the boundary. Sard and Williams. Sard already 1 goal and the ball goes out of bounds. So it's the Saints by 11 points. A lot of goals just midway through the term, as you can see. Just over 9 minutes remaining. And this has been fascinating too. Grundy has been in good form this season. And as I mentioned, Longer was outstanding last week. Goes after the football, left it behind. Armitage, what a hard ball. Gets it across towards a teammate, and Schneider. And Schneider's kick, that's a severe.
What's that haircut called then?
Oh, on a veteran, I don't like that. I don't like that, Lingy. You immediately think he's 18. Throws you.
Oxley. Scrubber, but OK to Dwyer. Goal kicker back in the team this week. And then off that step, Dwyer, and close to the line.
Collingwood dodged a big bullet at that last stoppage there. Leaving Adam Snyder free at a forward stoppage on his left foot is not a smart move at all. And really, 9 times out of 10, he would kick that goal. He'd be disappointed in himself. They could have a bigger lead at the moment. Collingwood have really got to sharpen up a bit, got to get their structure right around the contest, and they've got to start winning some of those 50-50 balls.
A couple of goals in it. High-scoring opening term. Longer, Grundy, good contest again. Lovely give to Chris from Broomhead. That kick, Robertson, that's terrific. Release Shenton. Now he had Nunes, decided not to go. Gives McCartan a little chance. Frost worked him well. Loney getting back with Langdon and Frost. Frost couldn't quite get down, but he toe poked it. Langdon, still Langdon. Kept his cool, played it well. Gets it back to Brown. And then Brown with the switch out wide. Close to the line. Ramsey's got it.
Hard against the boundary line, sends it up towards the wing, storming up and taking the mark is Barco. Kicked 1 goal, looks down towards half forward. Well, held was Galt. Play on's the call though. Galt almost the mark. Now Delaney's taken high. Umpire lets them play and will ball it up. Just forward of right centre wing.
Then that's only tackle number 3 for Collingwood there. They average 17 a quarter, so it shows how little pressure they've been able to put on the Saints so far in this first term.
Weller knocks it down. Beat Longer. Charging in Elliott. Slick hand pass. Too slick for his mate. Galt did well though. Knocked it across to Blair. He was taken down. Pendlebury. Galt.
Collingwood. Scott Pendlebury.
Free kick to Pendlebury, and that's not good. Just holds his left knee momentarily. No doubting the kick. Pendlebury seems to be okay though, coming off his 3rd best and fairest. 32 possessions last week. Gives it to Oxley. Long kick down towards full forward. Now Cloak's got some freedom, and the man he shoved out of the way has taken the mark. Shenton in the goal square.
Not sure you want White and Cloak that close together down there competing with each other. You've got to separate your tools.
Great work, Dane Swan. But Richo, you're right, aren't you? As key forwards, 2 key forwards, you really want to be isolated so you're not having to compete against the other bloke's opponent as well.
So again, Grundy and Longer. Longer just shoved him in the back, perhaps. Broomhead, Swan could be dangerous here. Savage has been very good. Ball squirts out. Membry couldn't quite. Savage half got it out. Elliott, lovely hands. Broomhead had the back turn. Grundy coughed it up. Dunstan, Stevens quick, but he couldn't quite get away from Elliott. Probably want the line here, the Saints, and they get it. So that's a good result for them.
That's that pressure that we've been talking about. They've been good at that all night, whether it be in their forward line or their defence on that occasion.
Saints leaded by 12. 6.5 minutes out from quarter time. Well, Grundy disposed of. He's got to get the free kick.
You've thrown him out of the way, Billy.
He's probably got to disguise it a little bit better than that.
So the disposable Grundy takes a kick down towards the pocket, arriving behind the pack Cloak. It didn't carry off fingertips and out of bounds, so we'll have a throw in.
Having a look at the free kick here. Yeah. Bit obvious.
My son would have been proud of that.
And he argued with it too.
Tossed in, rolls reversed. Swan grabs the football, takes a running shot at goal and splits the middle. I tell you what, it's a good duel, these ruckmen too. I mean, it's spirited, but it's also having an influence on the game. Longer and Grundy, 2 of the up-and-comers. And it's been good fun so far. Collingwood moved to within 6 points now, though. It's 32 plays 26.
Swanee mentioned pre-match by Lingy, so just starting to build as Pendlebury is in this opening term.
This is where Dane Swan is so dangerous. He's a brilliant midfielder, as we know, but he can kick goals. Just used his body to get a metre. That's all he needed, a metre clear of his opponent. Threw it straight on the boot. Fantastic finish.
So Collingwood within a goal.
Oh, great tap.
Dunstan. Of course, no Grundy in the centre. There was Whiter up against Longer that time. Loney goes back. Nunes has been terrific. Looks up. Oh, good mark by Bruce.
dying to say that.
Practicing.
Have a look at this tap here, Duck. This is just superb ruck work, isn't it?
That is soft hands. That's making it as easy as it can be for an on-baller running onto that.
That's it.
First time he's really gone against White in the centre square. So let's see if he's got his kicking boots on. He's been pretty accurate this year. 7 goals won, 5-1 from the sets. He's got it. So the Saints kicked 6 goals down the opening term. He's interesting, isn't he? Defender going forward. Not sure what they were going to get when they got him. Late last year showed a whole lot last week, and just wonder where he's going to be in 12 months, 2 years' time. He could be a very, very important player, and a very good one. Good size. He's got a few tricks, I reckon, don't you? I mean, he's not one trick pony. Most Bruces are, but this bloke's not.
Looming as a dangerous forward. Good luck to him.
Well, obviously learned his craft as a defender, and you know what backmen don't like when you've played in defence beforehand, and he's putting that to good use right now.
White needs to do better here. Longer again decisively. Down to Weller, breaks away. So suddenly Grundy goes off the ball, and Collingwood trying to win possession in their back pocket. Ball goes across the boundary line.
That's a good point, Dan. It's a real issue now. Their dominance in the ruck is having a big influence on this game for the Saints.
Longer is making it a long ground.
He's just on top by a mile.
Crossed in. Here he is again. Well, it hit him in the chin that time. Close to the boundary line. Billings, presence of mind to look back towards the middle. Armitage almost. Crisp, going to the ground, got a hand pass away. Sard apologetically gathered the football. He's claimed immediately, and the umpire blows it up.
A bit lucky, I think, there.
He might have dragged that one in. The umpire was on the other side of the contest, though. Safe to ball it up.
Umpiring's been really good, I think, in this opening term. Stephen first onto it. He's brought down in the tackle. Broomhead. Oxley. Well, Armitage wraps him up, and again a ball up. So a lively opening term. 10 goals in the opening quarter. Bruce's numbers are impressive. Kicked 9 goals this year so far, and 8 goals won from set shots. Langdon off the ground, but gee, Savage has been prolific, and generally he's kicked the ball well, but that's a great mark. Ramsey cutting it off. Savage's numbers, he's had 8 disposals, 8 kicks in the opening term.
Here's Langdon. Out towards left half back. High ball close to the boundary. Cloak. Past to Saints en route to the footy, takes the mark, drives it down towards half forward then. 1-out contest here. Galt, the taller man. Robertson did okay. Comes to Swan behind the pack. Dempster almost got in, needs to be careful. Feeds it to Galt, loops a hand pass away. Cloak butters up again, bounces one inside the forward 50. Terrific defence down there. Dunstan came hard. Down went Elliott, and the ball spills out of bounds. Dunstan's a good player.
Yeah, the defenders aren't afraid to lead their direct opponents and attack the footy, and that's what he did.
And he had to influence that, otherwise his opponent was going to get an easy one over the back. Great play, Luke Dunstan.
And it was Elliott, wasn't it? So yeah, great call, Dan, because they were home then. Chris and Dunstan again. Chris just kept it in. Pendlebury, clever, well done. Back to Langdon to full forward. Elliott! That's brilliant!
Mark's here. You all right? Take the kick. Mark's here. It's just here.
Well, just pay it for effort, Bruce.
Yep. A bit like Gary Ablett Senior along in that forward pocket one where it hit the ground, but
Gravity brought the ball down with him more so than he had full control of it.
Something about those number 5s, Bruce.
yeah.
The umpire from away from the contest actually paid it because he had a better view. The one closer called play on initially.
And he's got the goal. What a play there. He can do this. He has got the X factor. Well, first question, I guess. I mean, it was thrilling stuff. Duck and Lingy, are you comfortable? Is this a mark?
Oh, look, I think that's our game. Our game is taking high marks. I think he probably did hold it long enough, and I'm glad the umpire paid it because that's what the fans come to see. Now, you don't want to pay it if it's not a mark, but I thought it was a mark.
It's a bit 50-50, Doug, but...
well, let's pay those ones.
I'm kind of with you. No, I'm fine with that because he had it in his hands initially. He brought it down a little bit. Maybe it fell out of his control, but why not? Pay the mark. Fantastic effort, Jamie Elliott.
Artistic merit's got to come into it. You know, the Russian judge loved it. 38 plays 32. Dashing in longer. Went past the footy, though. Chance for Crisp. Picked up by White. Down he goes. And we'll have a ball up.
Gee, Billy Longer's aggressive, isn't he?
Well, he's coming on. Works in front of White. Collingwood realising they've got a problem. Pendlebury, third man up. Stephen gave it forward. Armitage has got it now. Drives it towards half forward. Fisting away down there was Brown. Saad kept it alive. Ball stayed in. Membry across to Billings. A centering kick. In front, Sinclair. Gee, they grabbed a half chance right there. I think he controlled that one before the fist came. Now this ball has to go completely across the line, and obviously it hasn't done that.
Nope.
Well and truly a mark. So going at his second, Jack Sinclair. Kick is on the way, and it's not coming back. Just kept its true line, straight as a die.
It's a really entertaining start to the game. I mean, we've been loving the way St Kilda are playing. They've kicked 6 goals, 3, but Collingwood, I sort of didn't think that they'd scored as well as they have. They're only the 7 points behind, so both teams really counter-attacking well, creating turnovers and scoring heavily.
So Fisher, Pendlebury, continuing to build. Clever hands, Swan, brushing them off, and then coming out wide. Barco's been pretty good. Back to White. White, an ugly-looking kick to the pocket. That would have been tough for Elliott. Dempster clever.
Hot contact, St Kilda. Ball was gone. Straight here.
Haven't called Blair much tonight, have we, so far?
Hold it.
That's fair enough.
Hold no close here.
Like Schneider, Dempster, those 5 grand finals that he's played in, eh?
They're gritty, aren't they? And the Saints are gritty at the moment too. Forward of the pack, taken by Weller. Stephen, he's seen a fair bit of the football now. He's up to 11 possessions, and this ball goes out of bounds off hands. We'll have a boundary throw in.
Good young defender, Jack Frost. I like the look of him. He's only going to get better and better. Really good closing speed. He's going to be important for the Pies in the years to come. Still got a lot to learn, but he's certainly under the pump tonight.
Ruckman's still going at it in the foreground there. There's going to be a free kick, and it's going to Collingwood and Pendlebury. So Pendlebury coming up for his 9th possession. Plays on. Drives it inside the forward 50, inside the last minute of the opening term. Cloak up, couldn't complete the mark. Blair missed it. Clever by White to Broomhead. Broomhead snaps and kicks an opportunist goal. How about that one?
So Collingwood getting that one through Broomhead. David Armitage is wide up tonight. Let's hear some of the sounds of the game.
Scotty, good luck, buddy. Cheers, man. Good goal, boy! Good goal, good goal. Hey, reset, reset! Jack, Jack, Jack! Good boy, good boy. Good boy, good start, good start. Yeah, good, yeah, same again, same again. Good boy, good boy.
In Dick Revolt's absence, he's the captain tonight. We'll have more of that at half-time. So he's had a good opening term, Armitage.
All positive talk too, just encouragement with his teammates.
Grundy, smothered. Gee, what an opening term here. 12-goal opening quarter here. You feel like it will tighten up, don't you?
Well, I think it's got to. It's been almost a shootout so far in the first quarter. I thought the Saints were dominating, but the Pies, they've been very good as well.
Coaches hate 6 goals against you in the opening term, don't they? But they're both in the same boat right now. So maybe the Saints have one last chance for a 7th.
The fans love it, of course. Here's Fisher cruising past. A long ball inside the forward 50. Frost from behind. Got a fist on it. Knocked it down. Tuvey spins out of trouble. Last 4 seconds of the term. Long has taken the mark, but it won't matter. Lays it off. Well, how about that? 12 goals in the opening term. We knew coming in this would be an interesting affair, and it's lived up to its billing. 6-3 plays 6-2 at quarter time. St Kilda got the first 3 goals. This is Friday night football at the MCG.
Well, he's starting on the bench, though, the skipper. That wouldn't be anything to worry about. He'll be coming on in the first minute or two. I reckon that's just part of the rotations. But he has been very, very good. Left any of the ankle troubles behind him well and truly.
Saints by a point starting the second term on Friday night football. Longer knocked it down. Broomhead claimed immediately. Ball jarred loose. Tuvey picks it up. Kicks it down towards half forward. Elliott arrived quickly. Swan having a good game. Kicks it down towards full forward. His 10th possession. Runs towards the pocket. And Fisher, a wily veteran, lets it run out.
He's been good, Swanee, hasn't he? So Canice's first game as a Pie tonight. Starts as a sub along with Wright, who was the sub last week for the Saints. Canice's in for Adams, if you've just joined us. Revolt, a very late withdrawal. McCartan gets his first game, the #1 draft pick. Robertson doesn't get it far. Langdon, well done at the back by Billings. Geary just had it cut off. Langdon's hands. Chris' handball back to Geary. So Geary did well there. Realised, well, not with a kick, but he realised the handball would have been cut off, but he just had it on the wrong angle on the kick in the end, off the side, and he shanked it out of play. So Marley Williams.
Well, this one's a shocker. Straight out of bounds on the full. But generally, Collingwood have done well.
Not the greatest advertisement, that little passage for AFL footy. 2 absolute shanks.
Some jousting going on there. Loney and Williams. High ball back outside the defensive 50. Grundy reaches over the top and thumps it out of bounds. So let's regroup and have a boundary throw in right on that 50-yard where it meets the boundary.
One-on-one all over the ground at the moment, and that's why the players are having to kick down the boundary, down the line, nowhere else, no loose players to switch play.
This is the best duel of the night. Grundy and Longer. Oh, White spoils it, comes over the back. Williams hand passes to Grundy, ricochets to a player who's taken high and is going to get a free kick, and that's Williams. He's changed his boots. He's gone from the blue to the black to start this second term.
And delivers to full forward. Cloak held on to. The ball was touched by Dempsey. He might have hurt himself, actually. He got one in the eye, and it's all square here at the MCG. So Collingwood doing all the attacking in the opening minutes of the second quarter.
Next time, hold there.
Savage to Robertson. Robertson, that's an ambitious kick.
Oh, well done. Really well defended there by Travis Cloak. Bucks would love to see that. He's big key forward, playing a role as a defensive player. Just had to go with David Armitage there. Got the hand of the ball and forced a boundary throw, and he heads straight back to the forward line. Great defending by the big fella.
Collingwood trying to keep the pressure on again. Grundy and Longer lock horns there. Broomhead, sweet mover that he is, kicks to centre half forward. Elliott, well done. Shenton belting it away. Schneider, oh, that was clever to Savage.
Savage runs into a dead end. Was caught holding the footy. Advantage is taken. Blair, Elliott, 65 metres out, goes long down towards full forward. Cloak was held.
Hold his jumper.
Well, as a defender, that's the one you just don't want to get caught one-on-one with Travis Cloak. His great strength, as you see there, the right hand with the jumper. So definitely a free kick. As you see there, Bucks pretty happy that his key forward's got a free kick.
And Duck, that's why Jesse White has to make sure he separates and hits up the ground so Cloak gets those 1-outs.
And he scored right here for a Collingwood lead. Biggest lead for the Saints, 18 points in the early minutes. Travis Cloak, 1 goal last week. Oh dear, I think he's missed. Wow, that confidence is at a very low end.
See, that's disappointing. We just said how great a defensive effort he made up on the half-forward flank. He worked all the way back to create that contest, worked his body so he got in a great position, forced the defender to hold. He'd done so much hard work, he just needed to finish it off.
Yeah, big surprise, that miss. Oxley was the flyer, Robertson. to Geary. Varco to put the pressure on. Good tackle, Varco. Brought him down, and then Oxley squeezes to Elliott. Starting to get busy, Elliott. He was a barometer last year, Elliott, when he played. They had a very good strike rate. Ramsey, nice looking kick. Now, Cloak probably maybe better from this distance in a way.
He'll kick it from here, Bruce.
Well, good chance, I reckon.
You said it was a surprise before, Bruce. I'm not sure it was a surprise. He's missed a couple of those, but you're right. He is better from this distance because he goes back and he kicks through the ball with his natural motion.
He's had a huge career, hasn't he? He's been a big player for a long time. That's a great kick. There you go. He looks like he might be ready to have a big match tonight.
Well, if he gets enough one-on-one footy, he'll hurt you because he's a big, strong player. He's good above his head, and that was just a really good lead.
Yep. Well, you talked about Cloak and Swan pre-match, Lingy, about, you know, it was a chance for them to really push up tonight, and I think they're doing it now.
They certainly are. They're leading from the front at the moment.
So Collingwood doing all the attacking in the second quarter, and they've got a 7-point lead.
As you have a look at his kicking motion here, now, still probably drops it a little bit too high, but see the way he kicks right through the ball, and that's why he kicked it beautifully, because he just followed right through it, whereas when he missed the one from the top, he poked at it more.
Magpies by 7 then. Elliott, Brown, sends it down towards half forward. Geary, spare man behind the ball, gathers on the 50, runs away, comes out towards the wing. Mark is taken by Savage.
That's a mark.
So Collingwood got their poise back. Interesting talking about getting a one out down there. You've almost got to demand it. I mean, Luke Delaney is no Alex Rance. Have them one out. I don't think it'll hurt you too much as the ball goes out of bounds. We'll have a boundary throw in.
Well, it's exactly what Richo has been saying. He's the captain down there on that forward line. He has to demand it. He has to tell players to get out of his row.
He's had a couple of shots on goal in this quarter, Cloak, working well. Longer front spot that time against Goal. And then Goal, well done. Tuvey hooking back. Here's Cloak again, up the ground.
Holding the man, Collingwood.
And again, just fought to get that front position then. He was well and truly out of that contest. Just fought and fought to get in front of Fisher. And in the end, Fisher panicked, drew the free kick. Really well done. He is up and about at the moment, Travis Cloak.
Yeah, he's had a terrific 5 or 10 minutes. Banging high, White the flyer. Well done, Delaney. Savage, so much of the ball so far.
This ball towards half forward. Coming away is Schneider. Dunstan normally good with his feet. Through the centre square. High ball going back. Membry takes the mark right on the numbers.
Terrific mark, strong hands.
Wheels around, sends it towards the opposite pocket. Spotted a man, gives it to Stephen, who was blistering in the opening term, a chance to kick his second.
Gee, big work right there from the St Kilda players when they were able to create that turnover. You called it then, Dunstan used the ball well. This was a fantastic mark. Strong hands. And then just the wheel and go. I love that.
Yeah. Make your decision while you're going, Lingy.
Yep.
You don't have to get back and then make your decision. You wheel, make it as you're in motion.
And your options are open there. You can either get to a midfielder like this who's run down, or you got a forward on a lead.
Jack Stephen then, 25 metres out, 45-degree angle, should kick it, scuttles in, but just misses the wrong side of the post. About less than a metre in it. Still, that counts, and that probably is the same hurt that Collingwood felt when Cloak missed that earlier goal.
So 1-2 for Stephen. And 12 disposals. Swan the target. Robertson did a good job, but Swanee fetched it well. Crisp. Pendlebury in heavy traffic. Couldn't quite get through. And the Saints with a chance. Robertson did well. Dunstan on the natural side for him. Gets some length, gets to full forward. McCartan made a pretty good leap. Seedsman dashing away, looked up for Swan. Gee, Swanee's been good. Broomhead, Collingwood now looking dangerous. So Dwyer the advantage, running on Blair. And then Blair over the top, and Collingwood gets the goal. So from one end to the other, and they lead by a couple now.
So testing time for the Saints right here. Collingwood surging. Bear in mind the Saints booted the first 3 goals of the game. Their biggest lead, as I mentioned, 18 points. So Collingwood really, since that moment, have done the bulk of the scoring. And that was good by Blair. Could have easily gone back and had a shot, but gave it to the youngster, trusted Galt, and Galt did the rest.
Just a crucial little bit of play there. Dane Swan attacked the footy. His St Kilda opponent hesitated, and then they were wide open, runners everywhere. Blair had worked right down from the defensive 50, set up an easy goal to Galt.
Bruce, a fumble, spills backwards. In trouble, Dunstan got it from Weller, wishes he hadn't. Now we've got a whistle holding the ball against Dunstan. So just for the moment, St Kilda need to settle. Collingwood are coming at them hard. There goes the kick inside the forward 50. Delaney fell over. It used to be on Galt, now close to the boundary line, and the ball's gone out. So we'll have a throw-in down there, around from the right-hand behind post. 52 plays 40.
Pies up. 14 goals, 14 different goal scorers so far. Grundy, Bruce. Grundy won the tap.
Oh.
Squeezed out Blair. Good smother, though. Weller on Swan. Elliott. Bruce careful not to give away a free kick. Cloak's hand's terrific. Tuvey, a left footer, hooks back to the goal square, and Savage has to concede there. Looking for free, but not coming. Varco with a first quarter goal.
Not sure it deserves anything more than that, Lingy, but a little bit cheeky.
That's not Geelong and Hawthorn all over again, is it, Lingy? It goes deep, but that's silly, isn't it?
Oh, terrific grab there over the top by Seedsman. Hit the ground running, then kicks directly into the man on the mark. Sinclair runs away for the Saints. Big chance here. Loney, who's been quiet. Newnes, who hasn't. He's been busy. Kicks it down towards half forward. Sard. Run down from behind by Brown. Wonderful chase, or rather Tuvey. Wonderful chase by Tuvey.
That is why he's so many Collingwood fans' favourite player, Alan Tuvey. Brilliant tackle. That was a certain St Kilda goal.
Makes his ruckman work, and his ruckman wasn't impressed. Great tackle, poor kick, but you'd rather the tackle. Bit going on all over the place, really. Boundary throw in. Grundy locks up with Bruce. Clean possession. Relishing Longer not being there, but he kicks it directly to Shenton. And Shenton's got the mark. Defensive side of the wing to Schneider.
Big moment here for the Saints. You feel like they're back in the match in terms of general play. Just for the moment, they need the next goal. And Bruce, arm over the shoulder. Blair, well done by Stephen. Membry didn't really look, kicks to full forward. Dunstan made a good contest. Ramsey, oh, well done, Ramsey. And then eludes the tackle. Good kick too, gives Pendlebury a crack at it. Running, just keeping it in. Geary as the rain starts to come down. And a free kick to Pendlebury.
He's had 4 free kicks now, Pendlebury, but just looks just a little bit off pace. I know he never looks like he's overly quick, but just doesn't look at 100% to me.
I feel like when he's running, he's looking after himself.
Yes.
But he's having a huge impact, as always. I mean, that IQ doesn't go down if your ankle's sore, does it? Not at all.
Ramsey gets it from Oxley. Gets the kick off. Sard was bearing down. Affected the kick, though. Robertson goes back and takes the mark. The centre-half back just jabs it in short. Armitage.
Thanks, Jamie.
Inside the defensive 50 still, coming off a terrific game last week. Indicating he wants to go wide for everybody else's benefit and goes short to Newnes up the middle. Newnes barely the 15 away. So Newnes, he's an emerging player. Great chase last week. I think really caught the imagination of footy fans. Here's Fisher pushing off half back. He got Harbrow against the Gold Coast and all seemed lost. Here's Tuvey, slips a hand pass away. Brown's got it now. The chance for the Magpies around the outer side. Williams has got the run. They peel off to come and meet him, but Collingwood have got the, well, I was going to say the runners, but pushing up and doing well, Fisher. But eventually it comes back to Broomhead. Broomhead to the pocket, and he finds White. Both sides initially missing opportunities. Collingwood having the last word. White short, but the ball is coming back to White. Jesse White in the right full forward pocket.
Williams did well there because he created a turnover, then he was able to cut Fisher off with that second effort. So he cleaned up his own mess. Broomhead, that's that tap from Williams. Like Broomhead a lot, actually.
Classy player, isn't he? Beautiful user of the ball.
He moves a bit like side bottom, just the way he moves. Now, White missed a pretty easy shot in the opening term. He is mercurial, so this is not beyond him. And he hammers it home. There you go.
Oh.
He's that sort of guy.
Good call.
Well, it's one of those, you're not quite sure what you're going to get. He's a high draft pick. I mean, a high draft pick. He was taken in the draft at number 79. So I reckon he's done a pretty good job. Taken at 79, it was a bit speculative. It's one of those prancing racehorses that you'd back in the mounting yard, but you're not so sure of his performances on the field, but he's done all right.
What do you reckon, Ducky's just changed his mind at the last minute there? Drop punt the banana?
He did. That's exactly what he did, Ling. It looked like he was going for the drop punt and thought, no, I'll go the check side or banana. Depends on what state you're listening right now. But that was a terrific finish.
Grundy brilliantly down to Swan. Searing kick inside the forward 50. Wonderful balance from Elliott. Still going, surrounded. Slips a hand pass away. Crisp. Incorrect disposal, not according to the umpire. Comes back towards Swan. Waiting behind him, a teammate Langdon kicks it down towards full forward. Sinclair for the Saints just stubs it forward. In trouble is Geary and falling to the ground. He's forced to behind. Had it gone the other side of the post, he could have been in trouble. Savage to bring it in. Margin is 20 points now, and suddenly those alarm bells sounding for the Saints. Back on their heels. Savage to himself runs to the pocket, kicks it out wide. Stevens in front, reaching over the top. Crisp did well. Stephen butters up again. That appeared to go out of bounds. It did.
Just somehow St Kilda need to be able to generate the ball inside their forward 50 as we look at the a little bit of rain coming at the moment, but they just need to force it forward. 13-3 the inside 50s this quarter for Collingwood's way. It's St Kilda somehow get the ball forward and just spend a little bit of time playing the game in their half of the ground.
Pies have kicked the last 5, 7 of the last 8, so they really have dominated after that early onslaught from the Saints.
And just looking at the weather map there, sometimes you just need to adjust on the run. Now footy becomes a little bit more simple. You're just playing straight lines a little bit. You get the opportunity, maybe not for the extra handball, you just kick it forward, hack it forward, knock it forward and run onto it as that ball gets slipperier.
Grundy good there. Schneider tries to cut Pendlebury off, and then Pendlebury just with one hand able to get it to the advantage. Schneider, Nunes taken down in the tackle. Dunstan in. Well done, Langdon. Belting forward. Cloak's a big, strong guy. Tapped it towards Varco. Sinclair, lightly tight, we've talked about. Worked underneath it, Billings. Gee, that was good from Loney there, coming in hard. Langdon, Loney again. Cut off almost by Swan. Broomhead, clean hands again. Class act, Broomhead. Kicks to centre half forward. Pressure on Dempster. Back he goes to Laney. This could get awkward. He's okay. Uses Dempster, not quite. Has to release. Does he get it right? Armitage has got big hips. Couldn't quite get it to where he wanted. Collingwood pressing. Gold. Nunes toe poking. Grundy's handball. Blair tucked away in the pocket. Belting it back. Pendlebury. How many free kicks for Pendlebury tonight?
I think it's at least 5 now.
That's it.
Great pressure, Collingwood.
Okay.
They just kept on coming. Pendlebury runs around 60 metres out, centering ball. Longer should mark this one, and he does. So the rain falling momentarily at least. Nice time to have a 20-point margin to Armitage. Armitage still inside the defensive 50. Billings swings it out wide. Nunes is away again, barking the instructions. He drives it down towards left half forward, turns the defence around. Brown gets back. Frost. Tuvey. Clever. McCartan takes a slide. Tuvey has a kick. Crisp reaches over the top, takes the mark. Confidence growing with the Magpies. Swan, searching kick. Elliott takes the mark, 40 metres out. He had plenty of space behind him. Elected to stop, goes looking for Swan, sensing that danger. Geary got back, Sinclair to Geary, tackled by Varco, rolls free. Billings hand pass charge down. Crisp had it, lost it. Ramsey's got it now. Need to broaden things. Swan creates his own space. Grundy. perseverance.
Great call, Dan. That was a really good build-up by Collingwood.
Finding a lot of space now, Collingwood players. I mean, to have these uncontested marks, you see there, Grundy just had so much room and space. Warner's found space. Elliott's finding space in that forward line.
And just a great little block there by Blair. Off the ball, just to let Grundy take a simple, uncontested mark. Just checked Delaney's run. Really clever.
Brodie Grundy made his debut against the Saints, turned 21 on Wednesday. Kick is on the way, and that's good. Right at home, Collingwood. And now the Saints in trouble, officially.
He's straight for the Pies. 8 of the 9. Last 9 scored. Saints just wasting the ball a bit when they've gone forward. Nunes, who's played really well, just a terrible kick a moment ago. And Tuvey was able to sort of cut it off, and then they create Collingwood from half back. Swan's just really, well, Lingy, you talked about him pre-match. Good chance for him to really assert himself, and he's done it. He really has.
Well, I reckon Alan Richardson would be talking about the clearances there, because Collingwood have been sensational this quarter. 10-1. Grundy kicks that goal, but he's getting them started in the middle as well. It's got wet here. It's got harder to get the footy, and Collingwood is smashing them in the contested possession as well.
Yeah, something's got to change, doesn't it, Richo? Quickly. Ramsey, Seedsman, Crisp. That's good hands, Crisp. Had Grundy going past, decides to go long, shit, and just got underneath it, I think, in the end. Almost disorientated. Elliott really good there, cutting across. And a boundary throw in. So they won that clearance, the Saints, but it didn't get far.
It was just a shallow clearance, wasn't it? Didn't get deep inside forward 50 where you'd like it.
Longer and Grundy. Grundy could have almost got a free kick there. Schneider, Fisher, heard the voice, knocks it wide. Stephen along the ground, and the ball rolls out of bounds. So tricky conditions now. Margin 26 points, Collingwood, after St Kilda led by 1 at quarter time. 18 early in the game. 12-goal opening term, 6 apiece. Crisp hurriedly onto the boot, sends it down towards the pocket. In front is Cloak, dragged down, will get it free.
50 metres.
Umpire Fisher.
No, there was a clear whistle. Said holding the man, Collingwood.
Played for the Saints.
That would be a little bit strange. Lee Fisher, Sam Fisher just having a chat there to one of his former teammates.
And a defender to boot.
Time back on.
Sam can't believe it. The Draggle, nowhere to go, standing on the goal line, and Cloak bangs it through. They're relishing this. Collingwood hurting the Saints.
Yeah, so Cloak, the first of the multiple goal scorers tonight. What a turnaround, eh, in this match. Been good, Cloak. Could end up with a bag tonight, you think, now?
Still throwing it up.
So Cloak, the first of the multiples.
It was funny watching Sam and Lee Fisher just have their little argument. Of course, Sam Fisher was at Lee Fisher's wedding during the off-season. So they were close. Not happy with that one.
Pendlebury. Sinclair, well done. Oxley got him in the end. Robertson trying to evade, and then probably in the back, but not paid. Ball still not squeezing out. Now it does. Armitage.
Holding the ball.
Good call, I think. Crisp. Lethal left foot. Cloak hard. Savage courageous. And a boundary throw in.
Yeah, good call, Bruce. Really courageous to go back in the hole. You had Travis Cloak coming out like a bull at a gate, but all of a sudden, as Richo wanted in that first quarter and a half, they've isolated. They've got so much space in that forward 50 now.
Longer, dangerous spot. Sinclair did well to Robertson. Swings it out to the defensive 50 inside. But the movement and the run, at least for the moment, is gone. Although Armitage comes up from behind side, offers and gets the footy back. 32 points. It's happened quickly. Decisive football from Collingwood. Armitage to a contest. Golsack did okay, knocked it down, and is going to get a free kick against McCart.
Spinning out and pick it up, mate. You've got to be careful.
Tough night to make your debut. Hasn't seen much of it. #1 draft pick last year. There's Seedsman on the overlap. Drives it. Wow. Clears the fence.
Where's the bus?
Robertson will get the kick.
Savage's courage a moment ago. He's worse for wear.
Oh, that would hurt. Corky,
Yeah.
Travis Cloak's hip. Oh, that, yep.
Oh, I can feel it, can't you?
He's a big boy, Trav Cloak. He's 108 kilos. You don't need that crashing into you.
He's got a tough week coming up, Shane Savage. In and out of the ice bath, no sleep.
Why? He was born in Auckland, I reckon, Savage. He was born in Auckland, I think, and then, of course, the Saints are going to New Zealand for the Anzac Day. So, Stephen back. Fisher off a step. I think they've had 3 inside 50s this quarter, St Kilda, which is a remarkable number. Still stuck. Langdon, Seedsman. It's a terrific handball in the end because it put him in a position if he could break the line and got them really forward. Shenton, Armitage having to mop up a lot at the moment. And St Kilda just can't penetrate.
You said 3 inside 50s to St Kilda, Bruce. 21 the other way. Just a total dominance by the Pies in this quarter.
Dunstan goes wide. This is Sard. Looks down the line. Nothing on. Collingwood have got the numbers. Maybe the long kick, but he doesn't like that. He's questing. He's turning. Too nimble for Brown.
Push in the back.
He's going to get a free kick, Sard. Well,
Push in the back.
a couple of times he didn't like what he saw down the ground.
Well, there's just nowhere to go. It looks like Collingwood's got an extra 4 or 5 players on the ground. Wherever they go, they've got the numbers right now. So they're just outworking St Kilda.
Sard, half-distance kick. Working in front, Bruce almost the mark. Arriving quickly, Williams. Sinclair picked his pocket. Well played. Spears a pass in. Golsack sliding on his knees. Tackled by Schneider. Ball wedged in.
Can they get a goal here? They just need something to go into half-time, and Savage is trying to get himself mobile again. Sinclair, well done, Sinclair. Armitage on the left, good-looking kick. It's a goal. Well done from not much, from that stoppage. Well, that helps. Sinclair's impressive, isn't he? I mean, just good hands, releasing his skipper for tonight. And Armitage, well, he had that terrible knee last year, which became infected. Missed a lot of footy. High draft pick. And starting to really develop as a top-flight midfielder.
Ready, guys.
Great clean hands in tight here by Jack Sinclair, setting up David Armitage. Of course, he's best mates with Jack Billings, and it was Jack Billings who asked the St Kilda recruiters to draft him because he'd missed out the year before, so looking after his mate.
Swan drives it down towards the pocket. Had a good night so far. Arriving quickly as Blair. Incorrect disposal, was it? No. Umpire says throw it in. So 18 goals from 17 players as they continue to work on Shane Savage. Grundy has been very good. Longer wins it this time. Dwyer almost. Schneider finds a way through. Kicks it towards the outer side. Missed in front by Oxley. Seemed to be too high by McCart. Not his intent, but that right arm slipped high. The umpire in perfect position. Decides, well, first game, draft pick, a little leniency.
Bump out. You just shoved him out first.
So Grundy, so Longer just got to be careful here. Grundy's had a terrific first half. Longer started so well. Varco. Been a premiership player against both of these teams that are playing tonight as a Cat. Famously kicked 3 against Collingwood in maybe his finest hour, I think, Varco, don't you?
Oh, no doubt. That goal he kicked in the last quarter was one of the best goals I reckon you'd ever see in grand final history. Incredible finish.
Inside the last 2 minutes then of the opening half, Blair feigns a hand pass, then misses Broomhead. Taken by Sard, who's battling hard for them, to Billings. who looks out towards the outer side wing. Loney, haven't called his name too often, but well done. Newnes, gave it to Stephen, conceding some ground here. Well played by Barco, just harassing, moving from one to the other. And the ball goes out of bounds.
Well, that's what we thought. We thought the side that was going to win tonight had to put the most pressure on. Right now, Collingwood not only outworking when they have the footy, but I think they're actually now out-tackling St Kilda and outworking them in all aspects of the game.
It's been a good turnaround by the Pies. Williams gets onto his preferred, and then banging, Cloak running hard. Well done, Cloak. Creates, and Dwyer gets his second. A big goal just before half-time.
Powerful stuff from Collingwood now. And those big bodies, Grundy and Cloak, having quite a say.
It's what you love about your key forwards. Simple thing, just body lined the ball, kept it in front of him, set up the goal for Dwyer. It's just tiny little things that Travis Cloak's done really well tonight. And you said that he was building towards a big game.
Well, that's right. He's putting himself in the contest, so in the air, but also he's getting those small handballs off the ground. He's doing more. He's doing it all.
Brody Grundy is singing his praises. 11 possessions to the moment. His career high at 20 against Hawthorn. So he's on pace. I don't know how we count that one. Crisp. Langdon. That's a strong tackle to get him down. Stephen and Crisp tangle. Billings falling to the ground. Releases Robertson. Swings a hand pass inboard to Geary. Geary goes down towards half forward. Miscues with the kick though. Membry and McCartan, between the pair of them, they don't touch the footy and it goes out of bounds. So about 47 seconds. Clock stops. 78 plays 46. Big second term by Collingwood on Friday night.
Yeah, they've matched that opening term, haven't they, in terms of goals scored? But it's dried up at the other end. So 6 and 6 for the Pies. Longer Swan. And the Saints just get one more here just to give them a little bit coming into half-time. Make it manageable in the second half. Chris, well done by Armitage. Stephen kicks to a hot spot. Centre half forward. Beautifully read though by Seedsman. Terrific intercepting mark. Bucks is going to be pretty happy with this reply from Collingwood after being out of it early. Williams down the line. Grundy. Interesting player, Grundy, isn't he? Crisp kicks to half forward. Belted away from by Shenton and a boundary throw-in. So big numbers here for Collingwood. Lots of goal scorers for both clubs, but 78 points to half-time. You don't see that too often.
36 inside 50s. That's why they've just dominated, had the entire second quarter in their part of the ground.
Stephen, prolific opening half as normal. Missed a pretty easy one in this quarter. So Collingwood with a terrific second quarter to match the first in the end in terms of goals scored. Pendlebury, well, he's been the normal Pendlebury. Swanee's been terrific. And it's 78 to 46. So speaking of Swanee, Richo, you're with him.
Well, Swanee had clicked into gear that quarter. Clearly your best quarter for the year.
Yeah, mate, came out a bit sluggish. And they were pretty good early. I jumped us weren't ready for it, but we sort of steadied things up a quarter time and tried to do what we know best and, you know, showed.
25 inside 50s. Brody Grundy gave you some good service in there in that quarter.
Yeah, we know what he's capable of. He's just a young fella learning his trade, but this year he's been terrific for us. He rucks one out, but he's going to be a very good player for a very long time.
What about your own form, mate? You're finding your feet a bit now?
Yeah, mate, not too bad. I'm going along all right, mate. Not getting any younger, but, you know, body feels as good as it's felt in 2 years, so I'm trying. Cheers.
We'll let you get in there, mate.
Yeah,
well done.
thanks,
Good stuff. Well, it's the Pies by 32 points at half-time. Stick around for the half-time show. We'll look at Jamie Elliott's screamer, and we'll have some more.
Listen in, and he's had a pretty solid first half. His numbers are good, lots of tackles, 14 disposals, and it's just a great insight to be able to hear those sounds of the game.
Margin 32 points then. Collingwood on top. Big second quarter. Longer taps it down. Weller's got it. Kicks it towards half forward. Schneider, quick hands. Dunstan feeds it back. Armitage. High ball down towards the pocket. In front. Membry takes the mark. Great start by the Saints.
I think they must have saw your highlights, Lingy, and said that's how you do it, because that's a terrific start out of the centre. That's what they weren't able to do in that second quarter.
You love it when they do get a centre clearance. Any team this is, just go direct. It's one of the few times where you know you pretty much got some isolated forwards in there. Get it in there, give them a chance to use their skill and take a mark.
Embry, who couldn't crack up with the Swans, runs inside the 50 here, right on the line, and that's a beautiful kick. Straight through the middle. That's the start they needed.
Just wondering, I mean, 2 good marks Membry's taken. I was just thinking then, with maybe we don't know what's happening with Goods at Sydney, but he's a similar size to Goods as maybe the third forward. Who knows? I mean, I don't know, but he's shown a bit tonight, hasn't he? I mean, a couple of good marks. That was a lovely kick.
We saw him make his debut, didn't we, on Friday Night Football up in Sydney, and they liked him. They spoke highly of him before the game, so probably a bit disappointed to lose him in some respects.
And he is a very, very nice kick, as you can see there. When you're kicking from 50 out, I love plays from that position because they kick right through the footy, and I've said that about Travis Cloke in the first half. Really nice shot at goal.
Longer and Grundy, so this is a promising start again by the Saints. Armitage, Stephen takes them on, did well, flipped it out. Schneider, well-weighted handball. Armitage busy early, isn't he? Dempster has to he knew they were coming, and he got it to Loney, and then Loney to Schneider. Good run. Stephen, run and carry. He can have a shot. He does, and he has just missed. 1 goal through to Jack Stephen. But the Saints are up and about, and they can get the next couple. Game on.
Goal sack. Nice kick. Varco at half-back. Crisp. Saints needing to lock down here. Blair, Oxley, intent on drawing a man. Eventually, Geary had to go. They got Blair in the air, though, and now a chance around the outer side for the Saints to rebound. Geary just stops. And now he pops it down towards the attacking 50. McCartan, hand passed straight to Crisp. It comes across to Tuvey, and Tuvey kicks it directly to Delaney. Delaney to Armitage. And they reload the Saints. Armitage runs on, got it back from Stephen, goes down towards half forward. Weller's in front, chance for Dwyer, didn't have the football on his knees, releases Pendlebury, feeds it forward. Varco, the run of Swan, who's been terrific, getting separation, and with sticky hands down there. The mark is taken by Elliott directly in front, 30 metres out.
Well, as a forward, you just love that when the on-ballers, midfielders, just have so much space and time to be able to use the footy. And Elliott, as you called, Dennis, just was able to get that, just that little bit of space to be able to take that mark.
And look at the runners arriving too as you watch that replay. The 3 guys camped in front of that mark are all Collingwood. Turn it over at your peril. Kick is on the way, and it's beautiful. Elliott, an emerging star in the game, gets his second. So, as the replay comes up shortly, worth watching. Jamie Elliott gets that goal back. The Saints started with a goal immediately after half-time, so that really stings. And the margin just 1 short of what it was at half-time. It's out to 31 now, and Elliott 11 possessions. Just a danger all the time. Demands watching.
This is exactly what Duck is talking about here. Not much pressure on Swan, but how about the vision and composure of Swan? Instead of just bombing away long, just lowered the vision, hit up Elliott beautifully. Smart play, really clever.
Blocks and Kilda. No, still blocked him.
Well, that number 5 at Collingwood's been a precious number, and Elliott wearing it well again tonight. His first season with it, so Collingwood maintaining their advantage. Grundy and Pendlebury. Well done by Dunstan, and Longer courageously in.
Tackle. Play on.
Blair. Swan racking them up. He's having a really good night, Swan. He's a fantastic accumulator. Seedsman's long ball over the top. Dwyer. Good stuff by Shenton getting back. Cloak.
See, that had Cloak written all over it, that one. I thought he had the run and the jump, but it just misjudged it slightly.
The eyes lit up. Got a little bit excited.
I just sense Cloakey might be eyeing off a bit of a big one tonight, a bit of a bag.
Well, he's got a couple. You feel like there's 5 goals in him tonight, don't you?
Yep.
Savage wearing a bit of cloak too. He copped that cork from him. Heavily trussed up. Here's Fisher out against the boundary line. Frost does well.
If the Saints don't get their pressure back up through that half-forward area, there's no doubt Cloak will kick 5. There's just too much easy run and handball received through it there at the moment for Collingwood.
Back to the half-time margin. 32 points. Grundy in from the side. Elliott, natural spring, helps him. Thumps at about 30 metres. Nunes running out of space. Bearing down was Blair. And we'll have a throw in.
On Richo's point, it becomes not easy for a forward, but so much easier. You can just dictate where you push your defender, how many leads you do. You can do a few fakes and that. You just know that the bloke with the ball is going to have all the time in the world to hit you up.
Marvellous by Grundy. Got it down to Pendlebury. He's up to 14 possessions now, Grundy. And numerous ruck knocks as well. Hit-outs to advantage. His personal best is 20. Kick goes inside the forward 50. We're on Grundy watch. Here's a chance for goal sack. Down goes Swan. Robertson got him. Ball back to midfield. Frost. Mimbry. Test of strength. Third mouse got the cheese. Ramsey comes away. Kicks inside the forward 50. Hangs a long time in the air. Terrific grab. The veteran Fisher.
Gee, you love to see Fisher do that, don't you? Ramsey's got a good leg. He's going to be a fine player, I think. Grundy. So Stennis said he's closing in maybe on career highs tonight. Nunes. Bruce wide. And forced out.
Throw it in, push in the side. In the side.
Don't think Grundy and Witzel both played too much in the same match together. Witz got on top of Grundy in terms of the #1 spot last year. He comes back into the reserves this weekend, Witz, after a shoulder op. So Grundy's going to make it hard for him, which is good. That's what Collingwood want. Shenton just scooped it. Dempster. So Dempster short, safe. Fisher.
Fisher across the ground then. Stephen. So this will be dangerous. He can run up the defence, Stephen. 60 metres out, lowers the eyes and finds a teammate in Schneider. So Schneider's got this one about 30 metres out. Stephen up to 22 possessions now. Schneider's been handy. A late withdrawal last week. Schneider's kicked a behind so far in the game, and this calls for a goal. In his time in the AFL, he's been something of a sharpshooter. Right behind him. Just to pull it back under 30. If he can do that, they're still in with his sniff, but after that build-up, he hangs it way out to the left and sneaks it home for a minors score.
Gee, frustrating. You can feel the frustration, can't you? Because he knows that that's what he has to do. Delisted, came back into the rookie list. He's generally, there's another footy there, of course, he's generally efficient. He's been a terrific player. Good mark, Cloak. Good grab.
Great grab. Strong hands.
Leans back. Waits the kick. Gee, that's a fine mark by Savage. Was the sub in Hawthorn's losing grand final, Savage, against the Swans. Robertson's kick wide. Schneider. Stephen. 23 disposals, more than anyone else on the ground. Robertson. Well held up by Blair. Good stuff, Stephen again. Trying to flick it out the back, Langdon.
Contact below the knees, Collingwood free kick.
So it's Langdon. Dangerous ball, but good mark.
Hold up, Jared. Let it go.
Broomhead. Oxley, who had the big match last week with the 33 disposals.
Grundy tracking it, but Savage should prove too nimble. Grundy does well. Took the hips, forced the error. Dwyer inside. Tuvey runs inside the forward 50. Looks to the square. Elliott, will it get there in time? It does. Good low kick. Tuvey summed it up perfectly. Elliott 2 metres out will kick a goal.
Great call, Dan. Brodie Grundy was just fantastic in that contest. It was Savage's ball all the way. He put the pressure on, created the fumble, created the turnover. That's why Jamie Elliott is having a shot at goal from directly in front. Great play by the big fella, Grundy.
Elliott at his third then, and through it goes. So Collingwood meeting every challenge.
It was great play, Lingy, and he almost gave up on the tackle. You see there he goes, oh, but then the little fumble, he got this, then there was the second effort, and he thought, no, I can impact this contest, and it was fantastic. And is there a better small man with better hands than Elliott in the game? He is terrific above his head.
That's a fair call. We know how high-flying he is, but marks like that, they're just as hard, aren't they, with genuine pressure coming on you?
That's every bit as good as Cloakes at centre-half back before. That is strong hands.
So he's only played 55 games, and as Dennis said, he's an emerging star. So does he end up being a champion small forward or a champion midfielder, do you think? I mean, maybe that's for the next year or two, but he is something, isn't he? Swan, Broomhead, kicking forward, White, Varco, tapped away by Delaney. Galt with a little one, and Langdon should mark. He's a long kick, Langdon. He could go short, and well done. Eyes up. Pendlebury put him in a good spot. And then Pendlebury, oh, this is all too easy. To Swanee.
Right there.
Clokey just saying, I'm protecting space, but deep down he was hoping that Swanee might have left that one for him.
Swanee shouldn't be getting into Cloak's space there. That is the big man's ball always, Lingy. You midfielders, fair dinkum, you're greedy.
Well, you chatted to him just before half-time. Tell him that after the match, Richo. So Swan, has it held the line? Just missing.
He might go and let him know about it now, Richo.
Cloak would have put that straight through the middle, no doubt.
And Matty, are Collingwood impressing you tonight?
Yeah, they are. Their last two quarters has been outstanding, but it's been a good spread. I reckon everyone's contributing at the moment. Plenty of marks inside 50, sharing the ball around, but the Saints' pressure has dropped right off now.
Savage to himself, runs to the pocket, drives to the outer side. Big jump out there from Goldsack, and he stuck the landing too, helping the ball on its way. Collingwood knock it inside the forward 50. Broomhead goes across. Goldsack very acrobatic there moments ago. And that guy, Tim Broomhead, is having a pretty good night tonight. Unassuming, just doing his work, but 17 possessions, his career high 23 against GWS last season. He's an acquirer. Missed by Savage, taken by Barco. Only as far as Armitage. Well done, Barco. And again, third effort, if you don't mind, fourth effort. Swan backs out of the pack. Missing the target, Schneider. Down goes Elliott. Diving in there as Fisher. Heads for the boundary line. And/or Armitage. And I think Loney is hurt, is he?
Dylan, just wait.
I think that's Loney who's down with what appears to be a knee injury. So it was pretty tight and rugged in there. A lot of bodies around the football, and Varco with that effort we were talking about. Oh dear. Breezy, slippery conditions playing into that. And Varco's determination. And Loney.
That's that sort of sorry, Dylan. I think that unavoidable one. We remember the SCG when it all came from that.
Yeah.
That below the leg.
More sliding in with your knees. Varco went in with his head over the footy. You know, the footy was his main priority, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well, that looks okay. Looks better than perhaps we could have thought as we saw him lying on the ground. Varco was doing everything right, wasn't he? I mean,
yeah, it's unavoidable.
That was fantastic by Varco, and probably the player sort of on the perimeter there doesn't expect that sort of effort almost. So well done to all parties. Jack Loney comes off. He's related to, he's a cousin actually of Ryan and Nathan, and he looks a very classy customer. Out of the congestion, Schneider
bangs it away. Goldsack repelling, good tackle though, got him.
Holding the ball, say Kilda.
Remember, he's shown a little bit, Duck, I think, don't you?
Yes, he's been really good above his head. We know that he's very good at that. He's probably not the quickest player, so he's got to use his work rate to build himself.
Sorry, Duck, to bring you in on that. As young Loney who goes down into the rooms, but wow.
Could there be a bigger player that you could miss? I mean, he stands out a fair bit, Travis Cloak, standing there, doesn't he?
As a forward, Duck, you must love that. You do all this hard work at times to get the ball and do all that, but when the opposition just delivers one straight in the lap, that's a nice little bonus.
So, Cloak for a third goal. Oh, wow. Do you know, Richo, he's exactly 200 behind you at the MCG, Trav, is. Not closing quickly, but...
Well, he's going to play plenty more footy here, but it's going to take a while to get those 200 if he keeps kicking like that, Bruce.
Margin 39 points.
I think
Geary.
Richo loves that record, doesn't he?
He does. But once again, we talk about his kicking action here. Now, you see there, just doesn't quite kick through it like he does when he's kicking from 50 metres. It's not that a complete follow-through, and the ball drop's got a lot to do with his kicking as well. It's just not consistent.
Geary charges in. Sends the ball to the wing. Bruce had it knocked away. Roving the pack, Ramsey. Flat-footed was Langdon. Hasn't got away yet, just hand passes in hope. Charging in Langdon again. Around the boundary line. Tuvey kept it in. Drops it on the boot. Awkward ball bouncing down towards half forward. Inadvertently socket across by Blair. Gave it to Dwyer. Dwyer's looking for the leading player coming up the ground. Cloak beat him. Behind down goes Oxley. He puts a hand in there and we've got a whistle and a ball up.
Come out, Fish.
Now, just a quickie on Cloak. Is it too late to change?
Well, if it's just ball drop from hand to foot, I just don't understand why they don't spend more time over it. I mean, it simply is about placing the ball onto your foot, not dropping the ball so high.
It's in the back,
So
Kilda.
Stevens, free kick is Loney.
Casbolt's the worst example of it in the AFL at the moment. He just drops the ball so high that it can't possibly hit his boot in the right manner.
Gee, that's good to see Jack Loney running on the boundary, but also doing change of direction. From what it looked like, he was in a world of trouble, but he looks good.
So Schneider is the youngest guy out there tonight, the 18-year-old Loney.
That's a bit of a drive-by duck, like Levi cops one, just sitting at home with the remote. Well, the bloke misses and he cops a serve.
Great mark to Elliott.
We watched him last week, Dan, and he slaughtered a couple, didn't he?
Yeah, you're right.
He now has turned the sound down officially.
Took some very nice marks, though, Bruce.
I hope he's listening. What about Elliott, eh? Going for a third goal in this third quarter. Do you think he is a midfielder in the making, or is he a forward?
Well, I think he's a Robbie Gray type. You'd like him to be a forward but spend more time in the midfield. So maybe 60-40. I don't know whether he has the endurance to play in the midfield all the time.
He's a superb mark, and he's a very good kicker, and he's kicked 4 goals tonight. 3 of them in this quarter as Collingwood extend their lead. I mean, you'd think, Den, that he'd be an early call, I know, but he'd be some hope of one day being All-Australian as the small forward, wouldn't he? And right now, he's probably, putting himself in the frame early days.
No doubt. And he can do what very few other players in the game can do, take a high mark. I mean, Nathan Fyfe's another one. They separate themselves from the pack simply because they can take the most exciting thing in the game, the big mark.
Come near you guys.
Have a look, Luke Darcy. What's Presto? What's his Charlotte?
Chariots of Fire.
Chariots of Fire. What did I say? Charlotte. I've got Charlotte on my
himself,
brain.
isn't he?
Chariots of Fire.
How old is that?
Oh, that was a pretty good sporting movie. I mean, it's a weak genre. Broomhead comes away. Racking them up, Broomhead inside the forward 50 and Cloak behind. Another moment of truth.
Just too strong. Far too strong. Got the mismatch. And this is that distance that he gets very, very nervous at.
Maybe a little push. What do you reckon?
Well, yeah, was the ball.
As a forward, you'd call mark every single time, Doug. But
it is a show of strength, and it is in the side.
He's better too. 40 metres out. Kick is on the way. And this one is out to the left.
He's got the yips at the moment.
it's in his head now, you reckon?
Yeah, well, he missed the other one to the right, that one to the left, so he's overcorrected.
Guys, the Saints have got some real problems now. Since midway through that first quarter, it's 46 inside 50s to 15.
Yeah, absolutely one-way traffic, Richo.
And Richo, it's this kick from here. Even if St Kilda win the ball at this stoppage, they just can't get anything happening across half forward, can they, to get some deeper entries?
No, well, Frost's been outstanding across half back in his defensive role, and Tuvey, it's just a brick wall there at the moment.
Collingwood getting to 100 points for the first time in 15 matches. It was actually against the Saints in the middle of last year, so they could really
Keep holding that meter, guys. Good.
create a big number here. Frost is an interesting defender. Richo's talked a bit about him tonight. He's still on the rookie list. And he's a very valuable man. Of course, Keith not playing. And Frost as the main tool now down back.
He is. He's very quick. He's athletic. He's just a stopper. He's got to learn to get a little bit more of the ball, give them a little bit more run off that half-back and full-back line. But once he adds that to his game, he's going to be very dangerous, very hard to beat.
Ramsey, Saad, Schneider. Let's see who can stand up for the Saints here, because they've been belted away here. Blair kicks to full forward. Cloak nearly. Could have kicked 5 or 6 already tonight, Cloak, and a boundary throw in.
The other thing Frost likes to do, he just loves to niggle the forward that he's playing on. He likes to try and get inside their heads, and he's certainly working young Paddy McCartan over tonight.
Boundary throw in right on the 50. Grundy took a swing at it. Robertson came to the pack on his knees. Dempster came back to Robertson. Hurried kick out of the congestion. Williams, clever. Tuvey found a way through with a hand pass. Langdon working there with Ramsey. Eventually comes wider. Seedsman sends it inside the forward 50. Going back, Robertson with courage. 2 fists away. Oxley, awkward bounce. The pressure. They've got the numbers though, as you can see. Blair did the shepherding and then got it from Swan. Oxley. Blair runs past, didn't use him, sends it down towards full forward. Dropping back to Laney. 2 on 1. And that time the Saints defence held up.
That's well done by Delaney. That was a show of strength against Cloak. He was in the prime position, Delaney, but used his body well. Now they're under the pump. Collingwood players don't know it was play on, though.
So Armitage on the wrong side for him to fish it. Just can't get the ball forward, can they, St Kilda? Richo gave the numbers about the inside 50s. Schneider. So how can they create some run here? Carry the ball.
Play on!
Great to see Loney back there. There you are. That's terrific. Weller from Membry. And that one finds its target. So now their first chance for ages, and it's Dunstan. He's going very wide, and finds the target, but it's going to take a really good kick from here.
And Bruce Karnezis has just run onto the ground. He's just about to come into frame here now. It's his first game for Collingwood. There he is on the right, number 33. And out of the game is Brown.
Thanks, Richo. Or Nunes. A bit of a comical error in the end.
Seedsman over the top. Karnezis immediately into the action. Like him, ball goes down towards half forward. Cloak. Long way from goal. Barker is running to the pocket. Dwyer is free at the 50. But he decides to wait for the cavalry. So Cloak, no tall timber really down there. Runs around and kicks into the man on the mark. And ricochets across towards centre half back. Weller. Armitage hasn't stopped trying. Schneider sends it up towards the wing. Reaching over the top, Elliott almost controlled it. Billings did well. Savage towards half forward. Membry, hands to it, couldn't hang on. Lucky bounce there for Williams, standing off the pack. Goes in on Membry, slides out the back to Ramsey. Swan bounces one to Karnezis, confronted, gets away. Well done, well smothered. Savage got back into the contest. Boundary throw in.
So the sub-name, Brown coming off. Tall defender.
I think that would be because they are just so dominant at keeping the ball outside of the St Kilda forward 50 that he hasn't really been required down there too much. They've got it pretty well sorted.
Broomhead and Dunstan. Let's take a 1 pick after Armitage, Brown. It was Reid at 8, Armitage at 9 and Brown at 10. Right, waiting to have a go for the Saints. Armitage. Savage, 2 of their real workers tonight. Collingwood with a lot of good players out of this team, and they're an interesting team. They're hard to assess, I think, for all of us. Are they a chance of playing finals? They're not winning the premiership this year. How deep can they go this year? So crisp. Grundy's been terrific. Good tackle there. Got him. Well done, Billings.
Straight back. Time back on.
Billings.
On the wing. Dunstan turns around, fires it in the direction of Bruce. Tuvey with great courage. Saad, who's been a handful tonight, snaps. Seedsman goes back and takes the mark.
Come back. Come back here.
100 plays 54. Seedsman. He's got some toe. Drives it outside the defensive 50. Great judgment, but he spilt the mark, did Swan. But tonight, he's looked pretty good. He was a catalyst in their run early in the game.
Bruce, you asked how far they go. You think they should go to 2-1 tonight. You reckon they win this one? Well, they've got 4 winnable games after that, so they can set their season up well and truly in the next month or so. Essendon, Carlton, Geelong, Richmond, all winnable for the Pies, especially if they get a couple of players back. They start to build that team. That's why it was so important tonight that they got the job done.
Oxley to Langdon to Pendlebury.
They're building, aren't they? And then Pendlebury, with that lovely left leg of his, big fly. Elliott was lurking as well. Robertson, Elliott to chase hard. Robertson under pressure from Blair as well. Billings, quick hands. Back to Geary, back to Shenton, and Shenton may have shanked it a little and too wide. St Kilda, the Wooden Spooners last year. They started last year quite promisingly as well and fell off. Just the 4 wins. Gold sack from Pendlebury. Grundy, so he's closing on the 20 den. Here's Grundy. White, just misses White, the target, and rolling out.
I think tonight the difference between last week for the Saints against the Suns, their pressure the whole night was fantastic. Tonight Collingwood have just found too much space. The pressure hasn't been the same, so it's that consistent effort that Richo will be wanting from this team.
Grundy forward. Weller got it though. Newnes under pressure gets the kick off. And McCartan on the chest. #1 draft pick. That inclusion very late after Revolt pulled out after the paperwork was done tonight. Seedsman still going. Seedsman. Well done by Oxley. What a beautiful hand pass. Williams goes down towards half forward. White's got it. Cruising past his Swan. He demands the football. Looks inside. And clever finish. Blair's got it.
I can't believe Jesse White even hesitated then, Dan. Dane Swan's running past you. You give it every single day of the week. And he made sure he knew about it too. I reckon he would have given that just that extra loud call at the end. Give me the footy.
15 seconds gone.
So Blair
Travis
should kick this. He's pretty good around goal. His kick is on the way and it's straight through the middle. He's a player who's got the most out of what he's got, that's for sure. 106 plays 54, dying seconds of the third term, and again, like the second, it's belonged to Collingwood.
But once again, just far too much time and space to use the footy. I mean, if you give Dane Swan or any on-baller that amount of time to use it, as you can see there, he's just under no pressure. You're able to just sum things up and find easy targets inside 50.
And duck that handball by Oxley here. Really set it up. We had a great view of it there. 11 different goal scorers for Collingwood tonight. That's going to please Bucks a lot. So, and they've dominated this third quarter, as they did the second. There's been a quarter to go, but there's been an impressive performance. Grundy again getting over the top. So he's worn Longer down as it's gone on. And this time it's Longer's free kick. Billy Longer off the step. Can they take a late mark? McCartan launches. Schneider's handball. Billings. Collingwood, I think, are going to hold it up. Swan, Pendlebury. They run it out back to Swan and then to Williams. And Collingwood having a really good third quarter. So the Pies in control here. 16-10 to 8-6. They lead by close to 10 goals at three-quarter time. On a Friday night here at the MCG. The same draft as Grundy. They took 3 South Australians at 18, 19, 20. And you know, Grundy at 18 and Broomhead at 20, both having terrific nights, aren't they? There's Crisp, who's been good.
They do have some good young midfielders too. De Goey's a good player. And what we saw in the net challenge as we start this final term. Driven forward by Weller, got it from Stephen, bounces down towards the attacking 50. Thumped away by Seedsman, hacked forward this time by Weller, punched by Crisp. Stephen reaches in, couldn't get the footy. Williams, hurried kick through the centre square. Dempster gets his second chance. Grundy cleverly got it across towards Blair. Comes back to Grundy. He missed it. Blair didn't. In the opposite direction, Savage. Geez, hard work in there. Langdon in mid-air. An opportunity for Schneider. Eventually a baller.
We just quickly saw the red vest on Jack Loney coming out of the three-quarter time huddle. He's out of the game. Looked like he had a knee injury. He was back up and running, came back on the ground, but don't want to take the risk. And Nathan Wright is into the game for the Saints.
Hard runner Wright. There is the 18-year-old. One of two teenagers out there for the Saints tonight. About half the players out there tonight haven't played 50 games. That's collectively between the two clubs. So a lot of bright young prospects. Good Mark Fisher against Gold. Fisher, I'm pretty sure he's the oldest player out there tonight. Fine player. Schneider misses one. McCartan gets the high tackle. So the first gamer, the #1 draft pick. Do you remember your first game, Doug?
I do, and it wasn't a good one, Bruce. Against Fitzroy at Princes Park, I was called back then, and very wet, muddy day. Didn't get too much of it, so not dissimilar to the #1 draft pick. He found it tough today, but I think, you know, no, he's found it tough.
I was going to say yours turned out
very,
right at the end.
Well,
what were the details of that not such good game?
Well, I got taken off for being too aggressive. I thought John Kennedy liked that, but he didn't, apparently.
Did you get a kick?
I got dragged. 4 or 5, not too many.
Did you whack someone, Doug?
Did. Does that surprise you, Bruce?
Was he bigger than you?
He was. He was the ruckman, so at least something there.
So boundary throw in. 106 plays 54. Just tripping down memory lane.
Sorry, Darren.
That's okay. No, it's good. Grundy in. Longer. Oh, Longer. A bit stiff not to get a kick there. Karnesis. Swan. Hooks it inside the forward 50. Awkward bounce for Elliott. Punching away Shenton. Varco came at the football. Savage in trouble. Wright was good last week. It was a late inclusion. He hand passes across half back. He's come on tonight as the sub. Stephen pushes the ball towards the boundary. Will have a throw in.
So what can the Saints salvage from this? A terrific opening quarter. 6 goals, but just single goal since then. So
it's just got to be simple from now. They want to aim to win the quarter. I reckon they're not going to win the game from here. But if they can win the quarter, at least they take something in the next week.
Swan, crisp, and a boundary throw in.
And it's all part of a learning experience for all of those young players you just mentioned, Bruce. A number of them haven't even played 50 games yet. And they've just got to keep learning. Even the players who get to play on Scott Pendlebury and Dane Swan tonight. That bloke's loving it in the crowd. He must be a Collingwood supporter.
Swan on 29 disposals, by the way, so 30's the magic number, and you'd say that he's a certainty to get there yet again tonight.
Membry, hand passes, looking for help off half back. Pendlebury could have been taken high by Robertson. Gets the free kick.
On the ball, we've got him high.
Scott Pendlebury very slow to get up.
Settle, that's right.
Thin line between callous and careless.
Scotty, play on.
Hand pass comes across to Oxley, who unloads. The boy from Queensland, but he puts it through for a goal. Quick thinking. He's feeling the effects, Pendlebury, but he's a champ.
It's a good kick, Dennis Oxley. In fact, think of it now, Ramsey's a good kick, I think, don't you? Oxley's a good kick. Crisp kicks it well. It's,
they can kick over a distance, those guys, but just working on their accuracy at the moment. Last week against Adelaide, it really came unglued their kicking out of defence. In fact, this year I don't think they've gone the trip end to end yet, but they are good kicks, if that makes sense.
So this is his first goal, just his 5th game tonight. First goal in league footy. Pendlebury copping a hard whack.
Gee, he backed himself in, taking the handball off the skipper. Knew he was going to kick it nicely.
Knowing Pendlebury, he knew he'd get it. Elliott. Shenton misses the target. Well done, Dunstan. Good hands to Dempster. To Wright, and that's a good kick to Armitage down the line. So Armitage bringing it back inside. It's up to 26, Armitage.
Attack, Collingwood free kick. Advantage.
So Oxley winning the advantage, and Chris to Cloak, who's just about in the perfect spot for him to kick a goal.
Well, he kicked one from a very similar spot in the second quarter, I think it was, and this is exactly his range. This is the one where he doesn't think about it, goes back and follows through.
This is all part of his routine. A little foot.
Well, it's not working, so
You reckon scrap it?
scrap the foot thing.
Let's see how it goes here, Duck. She's struck it well. Oh, look at that. Hammering it home, yep. How do you work that out, eh? 3 for Cloak.
Well, that foot thing works some of the time, obviously. It's not perfect.
He kicked a massive long goal against you guys in the grand final, didn't he, in 2011? Like a thumping. He's got range and distance, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Is that sort of balletic? Are you on point? Is that what he was doing? Is that right? I think you'd know about that.
It's just not the ballet type, Trav, though, is it?
Not really.
Well, we've seen this a few times. There's that ball drop again, but you see, once again, we've spoken about it at nauseam levels already. Just that follow through. When he gets the mark 30 or 40 out, kick it up into the fourth level stand. If he does that, just take that thought pattern out of it.
The old firm got it out of the middle. Pendlebury and Swan. This is right. Works a little 1-2 here with Nunes off balance. Weller. Dempster. You where the help was. Goes back. Kick charge down though. Stephen goes after it again. Gets it again. Will sort off. Held without it. Gee, that's hard work for nothing really. Gathered by Swan, who's been very good. Kicks inside the forward 50. Nunes slung out of the way. Strong tackle by Dunstan. Got Blair down. Cloak kicks it into Delaney. It ricochets. But obviously above the knee and goes out of bounds.
So, Den, there's a number. So, Swanee up to 99 occasions. He's had 30 plus in a match. Gary Ablett Jr. on 99. Only one player, Robert Harvey's had over 100. So,
Not a bad player, Rob Harvey.
How good was he?
Just a great player.
Well, he's watching on, of course, tonight. An important role for the Pies. So, Swanee, here he is again. And when you think in his first 45 games, he only had 30 on one occasion. So I think it's 94 of his last 193 or something. So, and Lingy, you probably denied him a few, actually, to be honest.
I was going to say there was a couple of days, though, he towed me up as well, Bruce. I want to give him a couple of those games.
Behind the pack, here's a chance for Dempster off balance. Right. Runs up the gut. Very short kick, though. Billings on his knees. Went looking for Savage. Tapped away by Dwyer. Socket off the ground by Nunes. Out towards the wing. Leading in the race is Roberton. Sliding like a base runner going to second. Goal sack. Little kick towards half forward. Poise again from the Magpies. Pendlebury runs away, lowers the eyes. Elliott on the stretch. Unlike him, dropped it. Blair on the assist. Goes back to Elliott. Can he find a way through? Got into his move early. Incorrect disposal or head-high tackle? Well, incorrect disposal. Dunstan's got it. He goes out wide. Barco takes a swing and Stephen scuttles away again in characteristic fashion. Touches it down. Telling kick. Schneider overcommitted Ramsey. Schneider drives it inside the forward 50. Leap at the back down there from Sard. Membry battling with Crisp. Socket away inadvertently by Oxley. Sinclair, who's gone right out of the game for the Saints, the youngster, rolls back to White.
To Broomhead. Back to Sinclair. Weller, Longer off a step and just hacking forward. Could somebody take a mark? Ball gets to Armitage, dribbles it home for a goal. So a couple to Armitage. He's the lone multiple goal scorer for the Saints. Hard work though, they've averaged a goal a quarter since quarter time and it's been tough going. Some of the numbers for the Saints are okay. I mean, Stephen 27, Armitage 27, Schneider 23, Roberton 23, Nunes 22, but they've been outgunned.
David Armitage there, maybe just taking a little punt, hoping the ball would get over the back. You've got to do that as a forward occasionally.
He was there by himself for a very long time, wasn't he?
So you get the fingers crossed that someone's going to miss that one.
Longer knocks it down behind. Stephen hurriedly onto the boot. Back to Longer. Giant stride in the kick, but to no one in particular. Seedsman peeled off, gives it to Swan, who sends the ball inside the forward 50. Elliott launches himself. Always a threat. Offhands Blair. Looking to see what was up ahead before he controlled the football. Varco looks back towards the middle. Two to choose from, and he gives it to Dwyer.
I reckon this has been Trav Varco's most aggressive game I've seen him play in a couple of years. He's just attacked the contest, had a really good start, knocked a few blokes over when he's been around the contest, and then this is what we know he does so well. Just a bit of high-level skill, composure on the left foot, just spotted him up. Great play by Trav Varco. I've really liked his game tonight.
Dwyer will kick from about 35. He's got a couple. Margin at 58. And this one trying to work back, but it won't. Showed you Rob Harvey earlier. Quite a few of the alumni of the Saints in the crowd tonight, which is good to see. Just as we were coming into the ground, Stewie Lowe, Lenny Hayes, Justin Kazetsky, all in evidence, so they're sticking through the thin.
Good stuff. Great names, aren't they?
Yeah.
Do you think Varco will be in Collingwood's best 22 coming the end of this year?
If he's at his best, absolutely. Which he's shown tonight. He's just got to do it every single week now.
So that's part of the Lumumba Clark trade, I think, isn't it? Clark to
Did he
Geelong,
juggle the mark over the line? Or I held it before when I played it? Okay, that's fine. Thank you.
Be interesting to see, Bruce, who wins out in the long run. Yep. I mean, Mitch Clark could do so much at Geelong. Lumumba's going to be important for those young Melbourne players. But Travis Varco could have a real impact at the Pies.
Both had an impact already. Both have played okay in the first couple of rounds.
So Blair pops it up.
Galt the big lead. Behind the chance for Elliott. Spilled it. Shenton slips a hand pass across to Robertson. Robertson to the middle. McCartan dropped it. The ball is slippery. Robertson followed through McCartan. That's better. Gets away. Comes out wide. They've got a chance to score a goal here. Newnes just drops it over the top. Taken by Billings. He's about 65 metres out. Back to Newnes. They've lost a little momentum, but Newnes makes it okay as he puts it onto the chest of Bruce.
And then just McCartan. That was the best bit of play he's done all night. Just a moment ago, he dropped him out, but recovered and created really with a good kick this whole situation.
Billings, interesting stat on Billings. He's playing his 18th game tonight. He hasn't conceded a free kick, which is quite remarkable. He's got 19. Ruffy for the Brownlow. Here's Bruce. Kick is on the way, and it's true. Well done. The star of last week gets his second. A little too late, of course. That was a good build-up. For a moment there, they appeared to have lost momentum, but possibly the best kick in their side, Newnes, had the football when it started to grind down, and he was able to make something out of it still. And Bruce, the beneficiary.
So Buck says we look at the matches to come, and Lingy, you talked about the fact that they're all winnable.
Very winnable. I mean, they could potentially be 6-1 after 7 and set themselves up well and truly. Nice the fact they get to play at the MCG a little bit too, Dave.
And Essendon and Carlton in the next 2 weeks, 2 massive games. Doesn't really matter where those sides are on the ladder. They're just huge ones, aren't they?
Yep.
And the Bombers is always going to be a big game Anzac Day, but you feel after tonight it's got a little bit more oomph as well, because Collingwood go in after a big win. Stephen taken down, earns a free kick. Duck, have you got them in or out of the 8, Collingwood?
I've got them out of the 8. I mean, look, they're still such a young group, as we've said, over half the team under that 50 game. So they're still developing, they're still learning the game. They get a few players back. They may hurt a few sides above them along the way, but I just don't think they'll get enough wins to finish in that top 8.
Sometimes if you add 20 games to 50 by the end of the year, you're a better player still. So they'll be fascinating, I reckon.
Geary to Armitage. Hasn't stopped trying, Armitage. Searing kick inside the forward 50. Sinclair came hard. In trouble, Billings got boot to ball. Frost left it behind. Sinclair taken down. Goal sack. Kept his composure. Langdon Carnesis, and now Williams runs it up towards half-back. Long kick. Robertson coming back with courage. Coming up behind him, Galt, that he slipped over. Varco cruising past, though. Kicks it down towards half-forward. White can take it and go. Man running to the goal square was Elliott. He spotted something behind Elliott. Cloak was the target, I think. Hard to work that out. Weller eventually picked up the crumb. Gives it to Dempster. Dempster kicks it outside the defensive 50 on the stretch. Varco did well. It's surrounded by Collingwood players, at least initially. Fisher, deftly done. Savage, though, his hand pass came unglued. Hand pass from Williams. Varco back to Williams. He sets it up. Elliott has to wait. In from the side. Lurking behind Dwyer. And Dwyer's missed.
Gutsy play there by Nathan Wright. Yep. Going back with the flight. That's not a good feeling when you know anyone's coming at you, but when Travis Cloak's coming, you brace yourself for contact and you hope for the best. Well done.
He's left his mark on a couple of Saints tonight, hasn't he? He's had a very good night, Cloak. He could have had a great night, couldn't he, if he just nailed a couple of the easier shots. Broomhead. Neat kick to Blair. Blair playing more as that small forward this year rather than in the mids. Swan tapping. Dempster had to get down low. It was awkward. Shenton only as far as Dwyer. He's been busy, Dwyer. 4 shots on goal.
Hold the man.
And I think Cloak gets a free kick.
Yeah, just got thrown away out of that contest. He might have put a little bit on it, Travis Cloak, to make sure the umpire saw it, but held out. Delaney gave away the free kick. And as you said, Bruce, he could have had a massive night. He's kicked 3 goals straight. It's been a big presence. He kicks this. He ends up with 4, but he could have had 6 or 7.
Well, 7's his best ever, isn't it? So, and he's missed it. So how many? He's 3 goals, what, 3-4. He actually goes past Didac today on games played. He's just one shy of Anthony Rocket.
And on that occasion, rather than go back as a left footer, rather than go back, you're on the right side for a left footer, and he decides to kick it like Stevie J. Only Stevie J can kick the ball like that. It should be left to him and him only.
Williams, very short pass. Grundy, surprised by it all, knocks it out of bounds. So this is a nice tune-up for Anzac Day now. 121 to 66. Just over 8 minutes remaining on Friday Night Football. For the better part of the night, the rain has stayed away. Wonga over the top. Grundy, another possession, sort of. Moves it about 10 metres. Swan, Pendlebury over the shoulder. Crisp reaches in. Robertson, he's played pretty well. Blair goes after it. Plays a tackle on Wright, who improvises on the way down. Now a chance for Seedsman. Blair, second go at the football. Full revolution to Seedsman. Seedsman down towards full forward. Galt from the side. Delaney charges out. Full-on collision. Schneider's got it. Goes back towards the square. Dempster goes to ground. It rolls across to Cloak. And Cloak under pressure kicks his 4th. Why smile?
I think you're going to give you top 4 shortly, Duck. I'll be interested to see if he actually gets in there, Cloaky. It's been a night of almost. It's been pretty good in the end. That 4th goal, he goes into the top 10 goal kickers of the MCG all time. Who are your top? Well, okay, no Cloak.
Can't squeeze him in, Doug.
Well, Elliott's kicked his 4 as well. If you should have kicked 8 and you only kicked 4, do you deserve to be in that top 4? I don't think so.
Yeah, no, interesting stuff. Swan, Pendlebury, Elliott, Armitage. Okay.
Armitage has been the Saints' best player.
Yeah, Swan's been the difference in this game, though.
He's
been
best by a mile.
So you've taken points off Cloak for misses?
For well, easy misses, Bruce. It's a little bit different if you kick 4-4 and they're hard shots, but these are all very, very gettable shots.
Down towards half forward go Collingwood. Blair on the end of it, 60 metres out. He's been busy coming up for his 21st possession. Angles it towards the pocket.
Push! St Kilda!
St Kilda getting a free.
What's the quote, Bruce? I think it's Mark Twain. The rumours of Dane Swan's demise are A bit premature.
Exactly. They thought dear old Mark was long gone at one stage, and he popped up and he let everyone know that he was still around.
That'd be depressing, wouldn't it? Ball comes up towards the wing. Delaney, Armitage. And the whistle, the ball goes out of bounds. So it'll be tossed in about 70 metres out from Collingwood's attacking goal.
It's about the time he was out here for the Melbourne Cup. He was here.
Was he?
Yeah.
127 plays 66. They've been at it all night. Longer and Grundy. Grundy, though, has been the master. Sends a high one down towards full forward. Off hands, knocked away by Sam Fisher. Langdon's over the football. Nunes gives it to Fisher. Fisher tackled. Down he goes. Umpire a little compassionate there. Swan taken away by Wright, who kicks it up towards the wing. Oxley clever. In trouble, Seedsman. Now Goldsack once more fires it back inside that 50 for the Magpies. Dempster. It's a beleaguered defence now. No respite for them. Shenton, nice U-turn, runs away from Swan and kicks it towards the wing.
It's a good contest here. At the back, Schneider. Stephen tucks it under his arm, running hard, kicking to centre half forward. Good looking kick. Foster, terrific contest. McCartan off a step. Gee, gut running by Stephen. He's exhausted and gets a free kick.
Collingwood free kick.
Oh, no, the other way.
Oh,
Gee, sorry, I read that wrong.
Straight up. He went underneath his legs.
Let's have a look.
Play on.
Gee.
That's the hard one, isn't it? Yeah, it is dangerous, the below the knee contact, but he was going the footy. He would be frustrated with that one.
And exhausted. Williams. Gee, Fisher, Elliott, Pendlebury, a couple of the top four for the Duck. Langdon, normally good with ball in hand. Beautiful kick. Dwyer on the end, closer to get 5. Well, he's had a big night.
He might sneak in now.
Closing in on Richo.
He is. 3 last quarter goals, though, Duck. But
Yeah.
he's had a good night.
He has had it.
Yeah, the Jack Stephen one's really fascinating. I don't know if you guys will talk about it after the match, but he kept his eye on the ball. He actually had the ball in hand. It's a slippery night. It's hard, isn't it, to pull out of the contest? Tricky, I reckon. So a 5th goal for Cloak, 3 in the last term.
If you kick 5, you've had a very good night. Probably now deserves to be in that top 4, Lingy.
Quick readjust.
Might end up with one more too.
Fisher doesn't stop trying. Across to Savage, who kicks it down towards half forward. Membry, as far as Billings, back to Membry, under pressure, dragged down, gets the kick away. McCartan couldn't hang on. Grundy got a personal best now. He's up to 22, crisp. Seedsman drives it across the ground. Gold is the target. Hand went over the shoulder. Shenton battles on. Well played. Shenton forward of the wing to half forward. Oh, McCartan missed it. Well played. Got back into it. Controlled it. And the pass down low is marked by Billings.
Just in the last quarter or so, he's just been fumbling with his marks, but his recovery and then his ball use has been quite clever. Just the ball is slippery. There's no doubt there's still some nerves in his first game, without question. But good recovery.
He's right on it. 15 seconds gone.
Jack Billings then. From about 35. Oh dear. Out of bounds on the full.
Come back, Josh.
Duck, it's funny thing, isn't it? The fact Paddy McCartan just dropped that mark, it looked ordinary. but the recovery and the spin and then the kick actually showed the signs of why he was the #1 draft pick. Just that recovery and excitement around him. It's still there. He's had a night to forget, but he's shown the signs.
Do you pick him next week?
50-50. I'd love to give him a string of games together, play him 4 or 5 games and let him get the pace of it.
Here he is.
That's better.
What do you think, Duck? Would you take him to New Zealand next week and play him?
Well, look, you would, and obviously if the captain comes back, that wasn't a bad, that wasn't a great kick after that. But they do it to you every time, Dennis. But I mean, he drops a mark, then he takes that one. doesn't use it all that well. The kid, like I said, he's so nervous. First game, but I'd give him another game.
Seedsman, an element of danger in that kick. Oxley, Swan, just kicks for space on the outer side. Ramsey's in trouble, trying to knock it out of there. Goldsack did okay. Oxley off balance. White's got it now. Marco timed the release perfectly, and White's away around the outer side. Has a bounce and kicks a wobbly one down towards half forward. Worked out a difficult one there for Dempster. Fisher's kick not so good. Geary knocks it out, comes back to Fisher, or rather Nunes, looking as tired as Fisher, and that's a high tackle, so Blair gets a free kick against Robertson.
Whatever happens, I just hope after tonight's game, everybody doesn't just pile on Paddy McCartan and say, oh, he wasn't up to being number one or anything like that. That's ridiculous stuff. Their list is a million miles long of players who've had ordinary games in their first game, and they turn out very, very good players. He'll be a good footballer.
Dwyer, pelting forward, and Christ on the, couldn't quite. Getting back Dunstan and running it over. Well, falling it over in the end.
Some tired boys out there at the moment.
Yeah. Well, it's been a high-scoring match. Big win for Collingwood. They will go into Anzac Day 2-1. Probably pretty close to the 8. I would think this percentage will help them. Not sure how that'll all unfold. Essendon impressive last weekend and favourites tomorrow. Fly at the back from Weller and a boundary throw in. Revolt late.
I'm not 100% sure. We'll just throw it in. We'll throw it in. Out of the full, off Collingwood. Yeah, off Collingwood. It's off you, Scott.
So Max just going for the Saints. What do you think?
So well, that's an interesting one next week against Carlton. You'd have to think that they would think that they could win that one, and then the Bombers, Bulldogs. So they might be able to pinch one or two out of that group.
Will they win more games than they did last year, do you think? They won, what was it, 4, I think, was it?
I think they might be around that mark again, Bruce.
So boundary throw in. 9 minutes of the game now. Collingwood, after a sluggish start, drew on terms at quarter time. Broomhead, and then surged on. Little 1-2 there with Seedsman. Broomhead sends it towards the outer side. Charging up the ground was Bruce. Wonderful balance from Ramsey. Goes back to Frost. Around the wing goes the kick. Wire had it thumped away by Geary. Kick comes down towards the half-forward line. On the burst is Swan, goes short. Blair's got it, lays it off. And now Karnesis, the sub, the late inclusion, kicks the goal from 30 metres out.
Well, that's been the theme of the night, hasn't it? Collingwood just being able to find some space off half-back. Frost just drifted off, made the right decision. Could have gone short out to the wing, went to the long ball, went to the long 50-50, and then front and square. And once again, Dane Swan finding so much space when you can be that good a player and get that much space, Ling.
37 disposals for the night. He's been terrific. And the thing that had pleased Bucks most, I think, they've had 13 goal kickers in this game. So Travis Cloak has kicked a bag and Jamie Elliott's kicked a bit of a bag, but they've found goals from all these other players, and it's been great play, a lot through the midfield too.
So just one shy of a club record of 14 all time, so it's been a really good spread by the Pies. Armitage has been good. Weller, well done, Goldsack. Swan.
Swanee again.
Yeah, he'll get votes, you think, tonight. Not only from the duck, but from the umpires as well. Grundy, career high for him. We've been on Grundy watch. Didn't set that one up. 22 for him tonight. 23 is it for him tonight. Previously best was 20. So for Collingwood, pretty good night. Armitage out wide. Weller, Sard left it for him. Swings the handball. Getting down low. Stevens worked hard all night. Back it goes to Bruce. Bruce caught up, and the Pies have a big win on a Friday night. Cloak gets 5 for the first time since round 14 last year, and Collingwood win big. So Collingwood 140 points. Ironically, it's exactly